What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another episode of Digimon World Next Order. So in the last episode, we got quite a few more recruits, and yeah, that's really all we did last episode. We didn't do any story progression at all. This time, well, we're gonna try to do some story progression. So we're gonna need to head towards Boney Resort. So let's fly on over there. It's a bit expensive to fly on over here, but the spot we need to head to is way up in the distance. I walked up to it earlier, although I didn't go all the way up to the area, so it's going to be quite the trek. And real quick, actually, right after I do this, let me show it on the map. It's gonna be right up there where it says Pinkstone House. That's where we need to head to. Unfortunately, I've not gone there before. Otherwise, I could have just met you guys there. Rather than walking there, but I can just meet you there at the top. You know, I realized after getting to the top, I have been up there once before, but it's this area I entered once, and then the blue grandma immediately aggroed me, so I left. But here we are at the Pinkstone House. Yeah, just like this, they aggroed me. The problem with them aggroing me now is that I don't care. Like, they're not a threat to me anymore. Anyway. There are two things for us to do here. One of them is the story progression. I'm going to walk around a little bit here. There are some materials, I think, towards the middle of the map as well. So I'm just going to kind of scope out this area a little bit. Right here. Here are some materials. What? Oh, okay. I guess I got caught on the tree.
All right.
Start with wood. Nice.
Nice.
Something else worth noting is that I think that the Royal Knights don't like this area in general, or more. What? Oh, so what I think happened was Neptune got sick as I went to. Okay, so what I was saying is I think like the Royal Knight Digimon typically don't like this area because one of my Digimon didn't like this area either. It wasn't a Royal Knight though; it was just more of a Digimon that's kind of not aligned with the, I guess, the goings on here. So I have to be very careful in this area. Okay, before heading inside, I'm gonna change my move a little bit. I'm gonna put a combat move on Neptune here, or a hand-to-hand skill. I think Spiral Driver. Enough. I'll leave you as you are. But I'm gonna pick up this. That'll raise like our buffing moves. I kind of need this stuff too. I'll hold off on that. And I'll go quick pitch as well. Alright, and now we're going to head inside.
No, what's this? No one said anything about traps.
Oh, someone really is caught in a trap.
Hey, you two! Why are you... Hey! You're not the ones who set this trap, are you? Which means all that talk about a secret weapon was a lie.
A secret weapon? What are you talking about?
The Infinity Cross. An extreme weapon that fires infinite energy.
Oh, that? Nothing like that ever existed.
What? Really?
Thank you for falling for it. And now you'll talk.
Yeah, I can't believe I fell for this.
It's pointless. You won't get out of the trap that easily. Give it up.
That won't do. If they find out I secretly left, only to fall into an enemy trap. No! I'm shuddering at the thought of it. In this case, I'll have to use my trump card. Oh!
What's going on?
Oh! Oh!
You gotta be kidding me.
On your knees!
What? How come that appeared when Metal Edamon called it?
Is this another effect of the BH program infection? Enough power to control the Enforcer?
Okay then, Omegamon Zwart D! Finish those fools!
Alright, and here we are in a battle against Omegamon Zwart D. Now, this battle can be very, very challenging depending on your stats and the elements of your Digimon, but I think I am strong enough to take this on. Omegamon Zwart D is a Mega level Digimon. Well, technically he's Ultra level, which is basically a DNA Digivolve Digimon that has gone beyond past Mega. He has Darkness skills, however, he's actually a Machine type or Weapon type attribute. So, you're going to want to be using hand-to-hand skills. He has some powerful moves at his disposal as well. That move right there is called Hide and Seek. It does quite a lot of damage, so you don't really want to get hit with that, if at all possible. He also has some form of... It looks like he's using Evil Spirit right there, but I'm going to use my Darkness Wave right here. Oh, I can't use Darkness Wave because of the status effect. Oh, no. Okay, that moved a lot of damage. Luckily my stats are good, and I have my Digimon. Okay, actually I'm going to just gonna Remedy Disc this. Really don't feel like dealing with your nonsense. Hide and Seek is a very, very strong move too, so you're gonna want to be careful of that. Okay though, so a lot of times I forget Omegamon Zwart D is actually not Darkness attribute or Darkness nature, and what I end up doing is bringing a Light nature Digimon to this fight, and I just get smoked, like absolutely smoked, as it's very, very difficult to deal with this fight because he has such powerful Dark type moves, you know, but he's not Darkness nature. So it's just like, what? Why did you do that?
This should do it.
Okay, so we're gonna do this here.
This should do it.
Using? Yeah, okay.
That's right. That's the way.
Okay, Neptune should be enough to carry us here. Just have to keep a good eye on Neptune's MP. The Spiral Driver is quite costly on the MP. I'll use these weenie MP discs here that I have been picking up.
Try this. That's right. Use this.
Okay.
That's just like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's get it, Neptune. Teach him a lesson.
You're doing it. That's right.
I hope I get the moves from him though. That'll be really good. As you can see, like I'm still taking quite a chunk of damage, even though my stats are like in the 4K range. So I still have to be careful right now. But because of Holy Breath, I think I'm able to take him out pretty easily. It doesn't amp my damage, but what it does do is amps my defense and my speed, and we get a fat chunk of stats off of that. In case you were curious as to if I was overpowered for this fight or not, which, spoiler alert, I'm clearly not. Oh, I did get hide and seek. Nice.
Hey, the antivirus program!
What's going on? Omegamon Sword D fail? I didn't plan for this. We must retreat!
We made it somehow.
This is the Infinity Cross? Totally cool! And terrifying! Ah! But why are we so weak? Hang on, Mireille. What's the meaning of this? I came here just as you asked, but it's still all unclear. I need an explanation from you, Mireille!
Lush, how can you be so careless? You're the reason I ended up in this mess.
Lush, you know that thing? Not at all!
Oh, brother, this is why I hate kids. Hey, get up! Get up and do something about them! That's right! That's the way to finish them! What? How did I...
Has the antivirus program worked to restore your sanity?
I wonder. I still appear to be confused.
Let's get out of here then. Maybe we should finish this.
I think not. Omegamon Zwart D has an important role to play from here on out.
Is that what you meant by big plans, Mr. Mamio?
Hang on. Let's leave it at this for now. The enemy will overhear the information.
Oh, you're right. The traitor. It was Lush, right?
What are you talking about? Could someone explain?
I apologize, Himari. I never meant to trick you. It was all staged to make sure that Lush was indeed an enemy spy.
I'm no traitor! I would never betray you!
You seem to know nothing. But there is no doubt that you were the one passing information to our enemies. You were the only one I ever mentioned the Infinity Cross to and what it could do.
No, but
What's the point? You've already seen inside the Trojan horse.
Are you Suzuki?
What? Suzuki? It can't be. What's going on? All this crazy screaming.
Are you quite well, Master Shoma?
Yeah, I'm fine, Kazuhamon.
So, this is what the Enforcer's power is! We seem to have become too strong!
Be not proud, Samu Draymond. Have you already forgotten the mighty blow you were dealt in days past?
Of course not! That is why I kept fighting, getting stronger, beyond the ways of this world!
No matter how wounded, a single shot at Omegamon Zwart D would...
Master Shoma, what shall we do about them? Metal Etamon breathes yet.
His role is now complete. We've gotten the data sample we need for the updated BH program. For now, do with him as you will. I will work on finishing the AR plan. Omegamon Zwart D will soon be utterly broken. When that happens... You're not the only one with special permissions.
Hold on. Are you Shoma Suzuki? Are you the one who created the BH program? You were called to the digital world just like we were, right? If that's so, then why would you do this?
To control all worlds. To create a new world. To break down the doors that separate the countless parallel worlds. Nothing will separate our worlds. A massive new world rife with confusion will be born. Does it not make your heart sing?
What are you talking about? I'm totally lost.
That's fine. I don't need your understanding.
You! Hang on!
One more step, and we will see it as a declaration of war. Proceed only if you are ready to die. Spineless coward! Why should I even bother fighting you? We're off, Kuzuhaman!
Wait. There's still something we need to do.
I only fight the strong. I will leave this careless one to you.
Even though Master Shoma has given you the right to handle the BH program infection, you'll still go off on your own. We almost lost Omegamon Zwart D, who is critical for the coming AR plan, to the enemy. An unforgivable crime.
I only sought to please Master Shoma, to achieve the level of the three gods of ruin.
How absurd. You, follow in Taidamon's stead?
What? Weren't you friends?
Little minds need not concern themselves with noble ideals.
Damn. I hate this. But I was so frightened I couldn't move.
As for me, I felt the same, if not worse, the first time I saw Omegamon Zwart D.
Fear may hold us back, but it would be awful if they got away with our ace in the hole.
Let's do what we can before complaining about it. Regrets are for after all is said and done. Lush, come here. We might be able to figure something out if I can analyze your data.
Yeah. All right.
Mameo, I'll leave that plan to you and Digimon.
Understood. It looks like they've come for us. Let's go back to the city. The partners need to rest.
I wonder if Lush is gonna be all right.
I know. She looked about ready to disappear.
I'm worried too, but let's let Mirai take care of her. We've got our own stuff to handle right now.
Right, the master plan.
That's right. Project Reincarnation. Talmon's brainchild.
Reincarnation? That's being reborn, right? Wait, or was that resurrection?
Either would work, actually. You're pretty sharp, huh?
This artist I like had a song called that on one of their albums.
Reincarnation, as the name suggests, is a code name for the plan to bring about the rebirth of the digital world. This world was nearly overrun by the BH program update. As it stands now, recovery would be near impossible. As such, better to return it to a state of pure data, purge it, and let it be reborn anew. That's the idea anyway.
Purge the world and let it be reborn? Is that even possible?
It wouldn't be easy, but with Omegamon Zwart D in our hands, it would be theoretically possible.
So, an AR plan. Those guys need Omegamon Zwart D for their plan too. What's AR supposed to mean?
Normally, augmented reality, I think. But in this case, I can't figure out what they mean by it.
I believe they were saying it's a grand plan to tear down all the gates that keep the parallel worlds apart.
What would happen if you mashed the real world and digital world together like that?
Couldn't say. But you can be sure it'd cause a real panic in both of them.
At worst, two merging dissident worlds could interfere with one another so much as to lead both of them to ruin.
As in, the world would end?
We won't let it. We're gonna smash Suzuki and the others, and take Omegamon Zwart D back. That'll stop the AR plan, plus make reincarnation possible.
Hear, hear.
How are you not terrified of them, Kota?
I am, but how else are we supposed to save the world? Scared or not, we've got no choice. I don't know how much we can do, but let's do what we can. Right, Yukimura?
Right! I can see how fired up you are, Kota.
Yukimura! All right, let's go! Suddenly I feel like maybe we can actually do this!
Looks like we've got no time to be scared either, Rika. Time to roll up our sleeves and get going. I don't think your sleeves are even long enough to roll up, Himari. Then I'm already good.
Not to rain on the parade, but how exactly are we supposed to get Omegamon Zwart D back?
Oh, right. They've got that power like Mirai's where they can just come and go through space.
So not only do we not know where they went, even if we did, we couldn't really chase them down.
Well, then we'd better let Mirai in on the plan first. She ought to turn up here once she's analyzed Loosh.
Meanwhile, there's something I must ask of all of you. The other core of Project Reincarnation is the town of Floatia. Keep populating it until the plan is ready to go.
Which means, time to gather more residents.
Roger, leave it to me.
Guess there's a sunrise at the end of every night. You're one reliable bunch.
We'll let you know when we hear from Mirai. You help gather residents too.
So, that was a lot to go over. A lot happened in that short period of time. We're not developed enough in Floatia yet for reincarnation to be possible. It goes without saying that Floatia relies on Digimon. So, further development, we need to get the help of even more Digimon. However, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, already have enough prosperity. Let's just finish our analysis. Come to Digimon House to find out more.
Loosh!
You okay? Nothing too painful happened.
Yeah.
What did the analysis reveal then?
Some fascinating things indeed. The one that caught me by surprise at first was the makeup of Lucia's body. It highly resembles that of a Digimon. They have a similarity of, ready for this? 98.1%. That's enough to say that essentially Lush is a Digimon, or as good as one anyway. The humans of this world are pure digital data, so they don't feel fatigue or hunger. But what about Lush?
Actually, I'm pretty sure she talked about being hungry back when we first met.
And she said she was worn out when we escaped from Omegamon Zwart D in the server tower, too. So I'm not human? I'm not like you? Lush.
Next, and this will be difficult for you too, Lush, but that stuffed animal you were holding. I discovered traces of a network signal and some data transmissions coming from inside it. I've confirmed that most of what we've spoken about aloud was transmitted over the network to somewhere. Last, and most momentous and serious of all, Lush was a carrier for the BH program.
Good heavens! Are you sure?
Positive. There was a program you might call the root virus, very cleverly concealed inside the animal.
Ah, so we looked over Lush herself, but the stuffed animal was the blind spot.
Hang on. So is this thing still carrying the BH program? And if so, why is it anywhere near us?
Don't worry. I ran antivirus software and purged it.
Good. But what was the BH program doing hidden in Lucia's plush toy in the first place?
That's the problem. Lush is an asymptomatic carrier, so considering that she lost her memories...
It's highly likely that she was being used.
Yes. Which makes the one using her...
Shoma Suzuki!
Did interrupting suddenly become all the rage here?
I betrayed everyone. I got you sick. Does that make me bad?
That's right. You couldn't have known Lush.
I understand the temptation to blame yourself, Lush, but regret won't change anything. You know what will? Getting some payback on the one who put you through all this.
Payback?
Yes, we'll thwart Shoma Suzuki's schemes and right the wrongs he inflicted on you and this world.
I like the idea, but the problem is that Suzuki is behind all of this, and we don't know where he is.
Oh, no need to worry about that. Lush can tell us where he is.
Huh? I don't know that.
Your stuffed animal was transmitting data to wherever Shoma Suzuki is. If we follow that trace and pinpoint his network coordinates, we can pin him down. Once we have his coordinates, Talmon and I can use our skill to open a gate right to him.
So we'll turn the enemy's tricks against them. A fine idea.
So I'm useful?
Useful? You're indispensable. None of this would even work without you.
So I can stay here with you? Good! Then I'll totally do my best!
That's the spirit, Lush.
Then Project Reincarnation is up to Talmon and Datamon, while Digimon, Mameo, and I pinpoint the signal coordinates.
Roger that.
So, back to recruiting the residents for us, huh?
Looks like it. Might as well start now. Come on, you and Kota, let's go.
Alright, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Like I said, a lot of stuff has happened between the two episodes, or between like this episode, like all the story stuff, which is why I kind of wanted to save it for its own episode. And then we have a lot to go over next episode as well, because this episode's already long enough as is. Lush was Digimon all along. I really can't believe it, but Lush never committed a crime. Suzuki is in the wrong. It's Suzuki who we really have to stop. And that's why we need more residents. So, I believe if I head out here real quick... Yeah, they want me to go back inside again. But, I'm going to save that for next episode. Anyway, see you guys next time.